Hey folks, this is my first official YouTube video. The last one was just, welcome nonsense. I was originally Aunt Diane, but when you type Aunt Diane in the YouTube search, it shows things. What's the matter with Aunt Diane? Apparently, years ago, a lady was driving with a bunch of kids, and I guess they all died in a crash, and there was they were saying that she purposely did it or something. So for now, I'm Aunt welcome until I could think of a better name, and I welcome your suggestions too. My topic that has really been on my mind because I see it a lot, and on Instagram I see it a lot. Catfish. Men that, or women, people that use other people's pictures to try to woo somebody for romance, and then oh, I need to borrow some money, I'm stuck. They'll say they're American and they're on an oil rig, or they're in the army, or they're doing a construction job overseas and they have lots of money. But in order to get the money, they need to pay this little fee. And can you please send it to them? Or they'll even get real nervy and say, could you send me an Amazon gift card or iTunes gift card? So there are these guys on YouTube and they're hilarious. They're called Trilogy Media. And it's two guys that actually beat the scammers at their own game. It's pretty funny. Now, I've gotten some ideas from them, but I also thought of a few funny ideas myself. When one guy asked me what I do, and he's asked me questions, real handsome guy. Now, first of all, I'm not the ugliest thing in the world, but I'm realistic enough to know that some model-looking guy in their 30s is not going to go after an old hag, especially if he's that good looking. He could probably get lots of women where he's at. Anyway, this man was from the United States, but they're mostly Nigerians that do these scams, but now they're happening in Eastern Europe and other countries in Asia. So this man said, I said, don't tell me you're in Nigeria or you're in Africa, right? No, I'm not in Africa, he says, and he wasn't even like typing proper English. Okay. I was fishy right away, but I wanted to have some fun with it. It was fishy. So I said, okay, you're on an oil rig, right? He goes, no, no. So I said, okay, what is it you're doing? Oh, I'm on a construction project. I said, oh, okay, I knew we'd guess it eventually. And he said, so what are you doing? I said, well, my job is to cybersecurity, to catch people who scam other people, and I can trace down where they are. 5 minutes later, he was gone. He never came back. um, some of the other things you can do that would be really funny would be if somebody says I'm in so and so right now, like say I'm in I don't know, let's think of a Eastern European country or something. I'm in Bulgaria. So am I. What city are you in? And he'll name a capital city and you say, so am I. Listen, I'll be there in 15 minutes to meet you. He'll disappear in no time flat. I mean, there's a lot of funny things you could do to them to get them back and pretend like you're playing along. I was reading online somebody said, okay, I'm sending you money right now through Western Union. And the guy waited and waited and waited and kept going back. This person had no intention of sending the money. It was pretty funny. I was laughing when I read it. Another thing the thing that's so sad is that elderly women, widows, widowers, and even some young people have gotten catfished out of thousands of dollars. Some of them their whole life savings. And it's pretty disgusting. And somebody said, why did they do it? And the person doing the article or the YouTube video said, because they think everybody in the West is rich. Boy, if they saw my, you know, if they saw the bank accounts of half the people in this country, they wouldn't think that. But that's what they think, you know. And another thing that's really disgusting is that one woman even committed suicide over it. I mean, that is sad. Another person said they didn't have the money, so the scammer said, "Well, then go get a loan or put a second mortgage on your house." I'm like, "Oh my God!" And the person did it. I mean, that is so sad. And somebody did point out that, you know, this woman is only a 3 and the man is a 10. How could she think he'd be into her? And I thought that was kind of mean. But when I apply it to myself, I say, yeah, why would they, go after me? There's probably plenty of eye candy where he is, to get. So, you figure that out right away. But then you feel sorry for these women. If they were just widowed or divorced or whatever, they might be terribly lonely. They're empty nesters. They have their children all grew up and moved out. I mean, that's heartbreaking when they do that, and then the woman is like left with nothing. There is a show, I don't know if it's an actual show on cable, but I see it on YouTube. It's called Social Catfish. And there are people there that actually look for you and tell the person, no, this wasn't really the person, it was a fake. There are places on Google where you can look, reverse image search, and you can look for, you can copy and paste the image into the search bar where it says photo, and it'll show you all the websites where that photo came from. A lot of times it's just stock footage pictures, okay? It might not even be somebody's social account. It could just be, you know, one of those standard pictures, a stock picture, whatever they call it, stock photos. And it's really upsetting that people are still falling for it. Now, sometimes it's people that are new to computers. They go, but he talked on the phone with me and he sent me pictures. But how do you know he wasn't using someone else's picture? Somebody sent him a gift. One of the victims sent a gift, and the person sent a picture back. Thank you for the gift. He had cut and pasted the picture of the man he wanted to look like on him, and he did such a good job of editing with Photoshop that, the woman was fooled. She said, see, it really was him. The people on social catfish, social catfish, they actually found, who it really was. There have also been stories of good-looking people who've had their pictures used. And that's sad too, because the person would contact it, stop using my picture. I don't think there's any danger of someone using my picture. But if somebody's really good looking, okay, or a model or a really good looking man, especially an Army or Navy man, anyone in the military, they're going to use that picture. And, it's really sad, and they're going to they're going to rob you blind. One way to know for sure, and, we all might be wise to it, but we can have an elderly parent, elderly aunt, uncle, widow, even grandparent that isn't real familiar with this, and it's a new exciting world for her trying online dating. And they start talking on the actual dating site. And then the scammer says, let's take this outside. Let's go on our personal, chat. Let's do a personal chat. But the person never shows their face. If you say, can we do a live chat or face-to-face live chat, they'll go, oh, there's something wrong with my computer. They'll come up with any excuse. And a lot of times the person says, oh, okay, I'm over here in the Army and it's very dusty here and the dust gets in my computer and then my webcam doesn't work. And the person's like, okay, that sounds reasonable. Then they'll actually say, I'm in the hospital. I just got hurt really badly and they don't take my health insurance here. I need some money desperately. And they'll show a picture of themselves in the hospital. They'll just find a picture of when the person whose picture they used was in the hospital, or they'll find a picture on the web of a person in the hospital and paste that handsome man's face on it. Now it works both ways. Women have done it to men also. And it's very sad. I mean, this man actually was cheating on his wife, saying, "I'm leaving you for this girl." And I guess they ended up on social catfish. Even after they proved that this girl was not real, he still said, "I don't believe you. I love her." And the wife was like, I felt sorry for the wife. I mean, she was plain looking, but she had a real heart, and that's what really matters. And she was a real good person. She was like, this guy's an idiot. I think she ended up leaving him. I'm not sure. So he was like rejecting his wife for some make believe woman online. And the same thing. No offense, but if you're an old fat man, do you really think a 20 something model's going to go after you for anything but money? Okay, there are exceptions. I accept that. But it's funny, but it's not funny because you think of the person that got victimized and you're like, oh God. And you want to like go and shake that person that didn't say, what the hell's the matter with you? I mean, if someone ever does that to me again, and luckily I didn't fall for it, I actually had fun baiting him along and telling him things. And if someone is that desperate to do that to you, what you do is they keep saying, please, 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 I'm stuck, whatever. Say, I know that's not really you because I know that guy, and see if it'll fool him. Say, one guy said, no, 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 this is me. I said, no, I know whose picture you're using. I know that guy. Disappeared. Another thing is you can say to them, what's the matter? You think you're too ugly to use your real picture? You have to use someone else's picture? And it might get them thinking, and then they'll say, no, 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 that's really my picture. I would never lie. And their English, even in writing, is terrible. They don't use proper English, okay? And I know a lot of Americans don't use proper grammar, but there's a difference between grammar and they're speaking English. Okay, now I feel so bad for anybody who's been caught in that scam. Another kind of scammer that has victimized me is when you use your debit card or credit card at the gas pump. I started getting unknown charges. This happened like 7 years ago, I think. I started getting unknown charges on my card. I said, wait a minute, what's going on? So I actually saw the Walmart it was at. There was money spent at Walmart. I called up that Walmart and they said, we're going to review the camera. And they actually called the police. And this place is an hour away from me, but I knew I was in that town a couple weeks before because I had stopped for gas and used a card, which I'll never do again. They have skimmers, which is kind of old news, but every time you come up with a newer method of beating it, they come up with newer skimmers. And they actually got the people on camera who were spending the money and doing it. It was nighttime and they were both wearing baseball caps. Okay? I don't think there's any sun out at night. The moon's not that bright either. They were camouflaging themselves. Anyway, so the police got wind of it. They sent me pictures, and Walmart had sent them pictures or something. I don't know what happened. But it ended up that they were found out. And the comment on one of the pictures said, looks like the same people from a few months ago. So they were already on the radar. Luckily, my bank, my credit union, refunded me the money, thank God, because it was a scam. People trying to scam other people out of their money, that's really disgusting. Ill-gotten gains are no good, or whatever the saying is. I mean, how could somebody do that? That's disgusting. We live in a society now where I think that social media has done a lot of good things for people, brought people together, friends, whatever, who never would have met, but you also get a lot of creeps out there. And the stories of, go on the crime channels on YouTube, true crime channels. There are some wonderful true crime channels on there that I watch, and a lot of them are the same story where a guy pretends to be another teenager and he lures the girl and she gets murdered. I mean, it's disgusting. It's I don't know what the hell's the matter with people. So we really have to be careful online, no matter what. In the future, I would like to discuss certain things about dating because dating sites do it too. By the way, I'm through with dating. I'm not looking to date, but I want to help other people avoid some of the mistakes I've made, maybe. Thank God no money was lost in any transactions except for that gas station, but I got it back. But it's just I'm an older gal and I like to share my experiences, and it's not always your age that has more experiences. I could learn things from younger people too. But I just thought it would be nice to get together and, you know, make some friends here, interact with each other, interact with me. This is a brand new channel, just started today, but this thing about the scamming was really bugging me, and I just had to get it out. If this annoying video stops one person from getting scammed, it will be worth it. Okay? I'm going to try to maybe go on once or twice a week, okay? Like I said, I'm brand new at this. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I don't know why my face is red on the camera. I mean, I really suck at this. In the future, I might play like a quick little guitar piece at the end of each, and I mean short, I promise, at the end of each video. Um, Guys, I love you. I hope to see you again very soon. And by the way, drop some comments on what you would like to have discussed. Because not only can you learn from me, I can learn from you too. And we can learn from each other. And there are some interesting things in society and in life that nobody else is really, or things that haven't been explored enough. And I think it would be fun to kind of talk about things that aren't discussed very much, okay? This channel's going to be kept clean. It's going to be rated PG. There might be some unfortunate stories about people getting victimized, but I'm going to try not to use any foul language. If anything, I'll use like the substitute word, like frig instead of, the other word. A friggin' instead of that really bad word and stuff like that. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye. Damn it, I said bye. It's not stopping. Help. Darn it. I'm not trying to torture you guys. It just won't stop.